Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. It's the end of the weekend, y'all, and it's almost Christmas, y'all. At any rate, this is going to be Taurus and Virgo sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, for the rest of December and with a little few pieces of January we can put together. What the hell is going on with y'all? When I decided to do Taurus and Virgo about an hour or so ago, Virgo acting sketchy, Taurus acting bullish. Yes, that Four of Swords, frustration, pent up. Knight of Swords for your challenge. Something about boundaries. Let's just get this shit on the board. How about we do that part? Oh, hell. What the hell? Well, Taurus, y'all are not the only couple going through changes. What the hell? I know it's Christmas time. So the Hierophant is pulling the Ace of Swords. So it got a lot to do with where y'all are drawing the lines with boundaries. It feels like somebody might have stepped out of bounds here. Oh, Lord. Lies and deceit. We don't need it. We don't need it. The front end of your overall energy, the Hierophant with the Ace of Swords. And this is definitely coming from Taurus's perspective. And there's no equivocating on that in this reading. Virgo, if you're cross-watching, yeah, this is all coming from Taurus. And this is how Taurus is feeling and what Taurus sees. Virgo, you just, for this reading, you were just along for the ride. I'm sorry. But Taurus, it feels like when it comes to commitment, and most Tauruses are like that, we're pretty clear on the book. We're looking for 4 walls, something to sit on, something to keep the food cold, something to heat the food up in, a TV, a remote, and lots of good things to drink. We don't get much more complicated than that. It's not to say that some of us don't, but most of us don't get much more complicated than that, especially in our relationships. And Taurus, you straight down the line here. You have a clear vision of what the fuck you expect your commitment to look like. Boom, boom. And for some reason, you're frustrated. That Four of Swords is telling me you're frustrated, but something is not balancing right here with you. That's what you feel, Taurus. Something is not playing out right. That's major energy too. This is just gone off the fucking rails. There's frustration. You may be inclined not only to be the victim, but fucking play the victim, because you're like, what am I doing wrong? And this is all up in your overall energy. It is really, if I had to put it somewhere, it's stressing you. Back of the neck, tense, stressing you, Taurus. Because you don't understand when or where the rules change. With this Knight of Swords up here in the Temperance, it's about your objective for the next 4 weeks is to bring balance back to yourself. Don't worry about what's going on with Virgo, Taurus. Bring it back for yourself and start making clear what your boundaries are. So I don't know for some of you how old this relationship is. I'm going to say all of this is within the last 2 years. It's been at least that long, but probably not longer. But something changed. Looking at this first card with the Hangman. Taurus, you are having a total change of perspective on this. And you are, I'm going to just put it out there, you're second guessing now your choice. Almost as if to say, maybe this is something you didn't have to go through, didn't have to deal with. What is apparent is that as you navigate through the holidays, the next 10 or 15 days or so, you're going to have to be patient and let things play out. And you may need to start thinking about, because this is the queen, you know, this bitch here. Put your name in the upper left-hand corner and the date in the upper right. You have to get clear about your boundaries for sure, but you may also need to get clear about what you are doing in your future, Taurus, because that independent, you may have to get back to that independent. Yeah, you may have to get back to that independent because your patience, you need it, but it's running thin on you because you're not understanding. Virgo, for whatever reason, is not talking. They're avoiding whatever it is that needs to be discussed. And with this Nine of Cups, it's emotional shit. That Nine of Cups, it's not the kind of happiness you were looking for, Taurus. And I want to say this has been an ongoing, kind of been an ongoing thing for a minute. But something big happened. I don't know whether over the summer or just here in the last couple of months during the fall. But that Tower, it's telling me it's time. Whatever needs to be changed, universe is going to just push shit out the way and make it change. So for some of you, that may mean ending the relationship with your Virgo. And just know, you thought this was your ideal happiness. That's the Nine of Cups. That's right before the Ten of Cups. Happy family card. It's not there for you. So there may well be something that occurs over the holidays, for sure, that will cause this Tower. And so the best thing you can do at this point, Taurus, is just prepare yourself. Let me just make this side note before I go on. A lot of patterns are shifting. A lot of changes, big changes are occurring. If I had to put it in tarot language, the Wheel of Fortune is on a roll. And things are happening to get people in different positions. A lot of people have just gone off track for whatever reason. Not just Taurus and Virgo, any sign. And so now the universe is making a correction, if you will, the white out, some other shit, trying to bring things back into balance. So not just on a human scale, but overall. Obviously that's going to affect you. And then if you're in a situation where it is very obvious that your balance is out of whack, bringing balance back, that's your challenge right there. This is stressful for Taurus. Because again, we are pretty straight down the line with what we're looking for and what we want. We have a clear vision. And when you can't see that clear vision anymore, Taurus, blindfolded, hello, things can get a little ugly. Looking at the sun, you may be trying to hold on for dear life, trying to face whatever demons you got going on. This is a strength card. Funny, courage, balance, and new energy is on the reverse side, but you got this side, and this is just solely dealing with your demons, and getting in your own sun, because it surely is. We're sitting here saying Virgo is clammed up, they're not talking, they ain't sharing. Taurus, what did you do? Because everybody's got accountability in a relationship. It takes two people to have a relationship, so you may need to take a look at what you're doing and where it is that you may have blockages, where you're not going with the flow in certain areas. And this may be something that happened way the fuck back last Christmas or January of this year, earlier, and it just set things in motion to get you to this point. They'll make it right or wrong, good or bad. It just is what it is. So you may have to have that self-to-self in the mirror conversation with yourself, trying to figure out what your demons are, you know, and where is it that maybe you weren't or didn't follow through all the way with your relationship. This is not making, it's not excusing what's going on with Virgo, but the Queen of Cups and the Emperor, this is beginning to feel shallow and superficial, if you will. And there's no concrete, it's the Emperor on his head right now. There's no concrete logic to what's going on. All of this is leading you up to a Two of Wands. Unfortunately, with the Two of Swords, there's some lies that are being told. There's stuff going on in the background. I'm gonna just throw that out. There's stuff going on in the background. Things that have been probably going on for at least 6 months with Virgo. Now, let me say this before I go any further. The energy could be vice versa. This could be Taurus, and Virgo's the one with the tears and the crying and the whatever. But this is definitely feeling like a straight out of Taurus perspective. That part right there. Things that are going on. It's in my head, so I'm going to say it. Some of you that may work nights, I'm inclined to ask you what's going on when you're not at home. Or you're working extra hours. Something extra. And it may be keeping you out of the house. And so what's going on when you're not in the house? That's the question right now. The Six of Cups and the Six of Wands, once again, talking about the clear intention, what your vision is for your relationship. But now there may be some regret with this. Some of you may find out, and I know I'm kind of hopping around, but some of you may find out towards the middle or end of January that there has been some lies and shit. I'm just saying. You're looking at the beginning of this third week with the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. Those sixes, first of all, indicate harmony. They should indicate harmony, but however, this shit here is discordant. Wrong notes, wrong key, wrong everything. Disappointment. And one or the both of you may be stuck in the past on some shit. And so it could be one of a million ways that it plays out, but one of you is stuck on, in our relationship, that shit. You've got to set out clear intentions to be successful. This is with anything, business, romance, cars, whatever the fuck. You got to set out a clear intention. You have to be in alignment. Somewhere head and heart went off in two different directions, it seems like, for both of you. And it took just one little thing to happen, and it just got y'all all way off. There are kids involved, so those of you that are dealing with either your own or your partners, they are also lending to this confusion. Because you're trying to keep up with them. Yeah, you're trying to keep up with what they're doing, and it's not allowing you to really get a bead on what's going on with your partner. And this doesn't have to just be your kids. This could be your partner's kids. But whatever little dramas or scenarios are playing out with the kids is really kind of diverting your attention off of what's going on. And whoever the guilty party is, I'm going to say like Virgo maybe, they're happy for that diversion. In the meantime, that note of stagnation where things are just kind of at a standstill, nothing is moving forward, may be time to start thinking about a fresh start, Taurus. I'm just saying. You get out of the holidays and get into the groove of January, it may be time to start looking at what your future holds. And funny, this side of this card is about balance and foresight. So something, it feels like, is going to happen in the month of January that's going to have you just going, okay, this is what I need to be doing, because I'm stuck here. We're not doing anything but just spinning our wheels. I know what I want. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like feeling like I'm blindsided. I don't like feeling frustrated. So you may just get to this point here with the Four of Pentacles, that guarded, I'm going to shut my shit down and start over. Pretty much the short and the long of it. There is going to have to be some balance and some compromise once you make this decision, Taurus, to end it. If I can say that like that. If that's what you're going to do, you'll notice that you feel better because you made a decision and you're not just hanging on for dear life. And some balance will automatically just snap back because you've cleared up, for lack of a better phrase, you've cleared up whatever's going on in your own mind, regardless of whether or not you're done dealing with it. And once you get it in your head, it's a done deal with you. So you may want to just get your mind there now. If that's what you I don't think I'm talking to people that are clueless. You have some idea there's something wrong in your relationship. And however it's playing out, whether it's you, Virgo, or the person in the middle, I said that, you have some idea. And the Queen of Cups is telling me you have some idea. This may really be a thing over Virgo where they got bored. Again, something triggered this and just made everybody take a gas moment and go, oh, I didn't know it was like that. And it may be that Virgo just wasn't feeling the warm fuzzies. I'll put it like that. And this could range anywhere from a kiss to sex, however that's resonating. But for whatever reason, Virgo just, they were not, they weren't feeling it. Get towards the middle of the month, like I said, it's going to be some regret on the choices that have been made. There may be, I'm almost certain, besides the emotional part, there's definitely some money that's tied up. And you may, Taurus, just be fucking regretful of the whole damn thing because in your mind it's something that could have been avoided, maybe. Deep emotional waters. Deep emotional waters. And Virgo may reveal this to you, Taurus. They didn't have an emotional connection. Or they didn't have a good enough emotional connection. Let me put it like that. And that's King of Cups. So we swimming in deep water, if you will. The Eight of Cups, not satisfied. Not satisfied. Again, there's a triggering moment. Only you know what that is. But it's going to come back. Before all of this blows over in January, it's going to come back and you're going to have this conversation about what happened or why it didn't happen, however that's resonating. And it will give you some insight on where Virgo was trying to take the relationship versus where you were trying to take the relationship. I think for most Tauruses, the pandemic set in and we just went into grind mode, and Virgo didn't, for whatever that's worth, because they were scared, fearful, whatever, and just it became an issue of I can't just do this one thing. I need to do more. I'm bored. I'm not feeling satisfied. Hence the back of this card is about infidelity. Just saying. But for Virgo, it feels like they needed to, it's like they almost needed to bring another person into it to make them feel validated. That's the best way I can put that. This is crazy energy because it's kind of going back and forth. You're not going to end January on no peaceful kumbaya moment. You can forget that shit. Arguments, friction, tension. And again, it's coming back to dominion, the same thing that the King of Cups is talking about, conquest. Virgo may have just gone off the rails for whatever reason, feeling insecure about their relationship with you, not happy, not content. The list goes on. And so then it felt like they needed to, like I said, validate themselves with another person. It could be, again, one of a bazillion ways. Taurus had to grind down when the pandemic started, and Virgo may have had a job that, you know, had them working at home. Taurus trying to be responsible and not do anything to put the family in jeopardy. And Virgo maybe just not being mature enough to understand that, and at some point felt like Taurus was just shoving them out the door, didn't have time for them or whatever. And really Taurus was just trying to take care of what they needed to take care of. So there's definitely a lot of miscommunication in here. There's a lot of misunderstanding in here. You have big energy. You got the Emperor, you got a couple, 3 kings, a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of cups and a lot of swords, a lot of intellectual, cognitive shit going on as well. So what may be a better thing for Taurus to do before you decide to jump out of this real quick, and I know a lot of y'all like, you think like man on me, I'm gone. Okay. We're going to go with that one. But there's one. Take a break. Take a break. You may need to just separate for a minute and take a break. Now, in that same breath, watch your back, Taurus. And this is not from Virgo. This may be from an outside individual. And if Taurus, if Virgo is messing around, this is not somebody they just met and started fucking around with. This is somebody they've known for a while. And so this person may be adding fuel to the fire. Once again, I'm back to the house. I can see a house, doors closing, but everybody ain't out the house. So that right there. Watch your back. Watch your back. You may even know who this person is, Taurus. But again, your objective here with the Temperance and the Knight of Swords is to bring some balance back and heal whatever emotional wounds need healing. Don't believe what you hear. So everybody's talking, hey, baby, you know, yeah, okay, that part. But watch your back, Taurus. Because some of you may know the third party involved, and you may not think them capable of stooping to this level. We're not going to be talking about what Virgo's doing, but I'm just saying, I know Virgo's like, X, shut up. It is what it is. And shit happens. You know, I'm fully cognizant of that. My damn self. Shit happens. A lot of times we, as Tauruses, do things and don't realize the impact of what we're doing. And you're waiting on us to apologize. We don't even think there's anything to apologize for. That part. But, Virgo, if you sneak in a peek, this is the vein that Taurus is coming out of. They want just fresh commitment, period. And whatever happens in the middle, they're still expecting that commitment to not waver. Just saying. Taurus, I love you. I hope y'all have a good holiday week. If this applies to you, I'm so sorry because I hate delivering this kind of news in the middle of a holiday, but keep your eyes open. This is never the end of anything. It's always as one door shuts, another door opens. So be mindful of that. Take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.